Welcome to Ageless with Adrianne. I'm Adrianne Caparuso. Today, my active agers, we're going to talk about balance because I know balance is always a thing that you're concerned about. I'm going to show you some advanced progressions for balance today. I have here my Bosu ball, and in some of my other videos, I talk about my foam pad, which is an unstable surface, which is a really fantastic starting place for instability and to be on something unstable. When I bring out the Bosu ball, it's generally because my clients have progressed beyond the foam pad, or maybe not beyond the foam pad because they work a little bit differently, but I have found them after testing their balance, capable of doing something a little bit more advanced. And some of you are advanced. That's why I wanted to show you this. Disclaimer, always have something stable and secure that you can hold on to, whether it be a bar that's attached to your house, like a bar, or somewhere in your house, on a wall, I should say, or a countertop, something that is stable so that you have something to hold on to. I don't want anybody falling. And this could be a fall risk for you if you are not working with somebody who's trained you in balance properly, or don't try to be a hero. If you haven't gotten to this point, that's okay. If you're at this point, kudos to you. I give you 2 thumbs up. It's amazing. You've progressed really nicely. But let me just show you some of the things that you can do on this Bosu ball. So it's filled with air. It's a dome. There's a circle in the center. Let's see if I can show it to you. There's a circle in the center here, okay? Right here. So one of the things you can do is you can start to work your lower body. So the first thing you can try to do, and so I have one foot on one side of the circle here and the other foot on the other side. I'm not completely in the center. I'm not here. I could be here, which is fine. You're more stable the more centered you are. I'm going to look for a little bit of a wider squat. So I'm going to move my feet out a little bit, and we're going to do squats. We're going to go into that squat position and come back up. When you come up, you squeeze that booty tight, okay? And you're always squeezing your abdominal muscles, your core, to stabilize you. If this feels like, oh my gosh, Adrianne, this is wild, and I often have clients who I see this is happening a lot because they're trying to find their place in space and they're holding onto me and they're holding onto a bar and they're holding onto all the things, and that's okay. Because your brain, your eyes, your ears, your purpose, everything's trying to figure out where you are in space to stabilize you. So when that's happening, you're working ligaments and tendons and muscles, and it's okay as long as you're stable and you're not gonna fall off, right? We don't want you falling off. So squeeze the abs, find a focal point. If you find yourself really like, whoa, I see a focal point on my wall back there. That's where my eyes are gonna be. I'll be looking up at you too, but I'm gonna look there and I'm gonna squat down and come back up. So those are the 2 things. Find a focal point, squeeze your core. That will help stabilize you. Part of why this is difficult, not just being on an unstable surface on this dome, but your center of gravity is much higher, right? You're much taller now. So again, your body is trying to figure out where you are in space. If this is easy for you, if just standing and you're like, I can do this, try closing your eyes, because now you're going to remove. Now watch how it changes for me. My body is 100% trying to figure out where I am in space. You see the wobbling? Ooh, yeah. My body's trying to, because I took my vision away. That focal point I told you to find, I removed that as sensory input. So my body was really trying to figure out where I was in space. Definitely have something to hold on to if you're going to try that, 100%. So that the squats on the Bosu ball. Another thing you can do, I'm going to do it from the side just based on space, is a lunge. So standing here, stepping onto this into a lunge, this foot has to stabilize the body. And you can see as you're doing that, my calf muscles, my foot, my ankle, that they're all trying to stabilize me like that. And then the other side also, the lunge. So this, when you step forward onto a surface like this and then have to step back, your muscles have to work a little bit harder than if you were to just do it on the floor and go onto a flat surface, okay? After doing that, the floor is quite easy, in fact. So here and back. And again, you can keep your head up. I looked down, unless you need to look down to see where your foot is going to plant, which is an okay thing to do. So you look down, you plant it, but then head comes up once you're stable and back. Plant the foot, head up, step back. See if you can do those things from a balance perspective. If you're like, Adrianne, squatting on the Bosu ball is easy for me. Okay, let's add a different challenge. I have a ball here. So stand on your ball, on your Bosu ball. This is if you don't need to hold on anymore because you've mastered the ability to be on this Bosu ball and you're safe. All right, number one, safety. Do a squat, bounce the ball. Do a squat while bouncing the ball. Ooh, you see? Because I had to come up with the ball and catch the ball. Do it with the other side. Do it with your left. My left hand is my less dominant side. Do it with that hand. This is dual tasking. This is doing two things at once, stimulating you cognitively. So we're not just working on resistance training for the muscles with the squat. We're not just working on balance with the Bosu ball. We are now also working on brain, okay? So you could also count backwards by threes from 100 while you're squatting, while you're catching the ball. 100, 97, 94, and so on and so forth. Completely brain stimulating, completely balance stimulating, completely muscular stimulating, right? We're trying to avoid frailty. We're trying to stay away from dementia. We are trying to keep our balance. So the Bosu ball is a really fantastic, this is probably one of my favorite pieces of equipment, of all the equipment that exists out there, because it's very versatile. You can do so many things with this Bosu ball. I'll do some more videos with the Bosu ball at a different time, but the Bosu ball is really fantastic. However, as I said at the beginning, disclaimer, you have to be safe. If this scares you, don't do it alone. Don't do it without something to hold on to. Have somebody who knows how to use the ball, have a trainer, have me, have somebody work with you with the Bosu ball, okay? So, thank you for letting me make this video for you. I hope it helps you understand what we're looking for, not we, but what I'm looking for when I say that I'm like doing more than one task at a time. That last exercise with the squat, the balance, the bouncing of the ball, the math, the counting backwards, all of that contributes to your overall well-being. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to click subscribe and follow me for more.